everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Studio Light, I have two paper pads. This one is Die Cut Designer Paper Pad Spring Serenade, and this one is Card Making Paper Pad Spring Serenade. And you guys, they make cards like this one. So fun, cute little collage with some mirror, cute little dazzle stickers here. And this is our giveaway card for this episode. So if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a look at these paper pads sort of one at a time. This one is the Card Making Paper Pad Spring Serenade, and there is a difference between the two paper pads, so let's show. So everything is die cut in here. It's all ready to just punch out. Okay, just punch it out just like this. Makes it super easy. This is great. It's very portable. If you want to make cards on the go, this is the thing to take. It's even got a card idea right up here in the top corner. So you would layer this piece first, and then you've got this piece to punch out, and you put that next. Then this one, here's the greetings, here's all the little extra bits. It's so handy. Everything is really laid out, or you can do your own thing too. Okay, here's the one that I showed you in the opening, but I made some changes to it because I wanted to show you how easy that was to change. So let's maybe zoom in, if we can, on this original card right here. That's great. All right, so you can see here, we've covered the horizontal card. There's a little strip right here that goes across that. Here's a little greeting tag. There's some flowers to put there. This is like a little double frame with the cute little images in it. There's some flowers up here, some butterflies and a bird. Okay, so now let's take a look at the difference here. So in this card, you would put this piece down first, and then this piece down, and then this piece right here, and then one of the little greeting tags, and then you would finally add your little floral pieces here, here, and then a bird and a butterfly. All right, so for mine, I made a little different. So this is a 6.5 by 5 inch card, and you can see that the size here of these pieces is a little bit smaller. So let's measure them. These are about 5 3/4 of an inch. This piece right here, 5 3/4 of an inch, and then about 4 1/8. So about 4 1/8 inch this way. Okay, so I wanted to have that fit my size card that I wanted to use. So I just took a little bit of this mirror cardstock. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is Midnight Plum. It comes in a pack, and it's just the most beautiful color. So I went ahead and I added that. I cut it just a little bit smaller than my card, and I glued that down first. And then I went ahead and punched this piece out and added that background. And then I added this piece right here. Now theirs is kind of at an angle. So I went ahead and just added mine. Oh, first, back up. I did my background, and then I did this piece right here, this border, okay? They used theirs along the bottom edge. I put mine right here down the left edge, okay? Just about an inch from the left side, moved it over. And then I added some pink thin line dazzle stickers, and there's one on here that's like a little rickrack. It's right here. It is so cute. And I just added that right down there on that ribbon. Then I went ahead and punched this piece out, and I just glued that straight, okay, this way. And then I went ahead and chose a tag. This one says, "Wishing you a day full of flowers." And I went ahead and I glued that at an angle like they did. And then I glued this flower right here first. And then I took both of these flowers and I foam taped them on top of that. And then I added some little gold mirror jewel dazzle stickers to the center of those. And then I started foam taping. I foam taped this cute little birdhouse. I foam taped these little butterflies, the bird perched on the little tag, and the little butterfly right there. And then I added some of these little blue script greeting dazzle stickers. These are a new color for us. They come in this 3-pack. This was a customer request. So they come in a 3-pack like this. There's 3 different sheets that have different sayings on them. I chose hugs. And yeah, it's very handy if you have a particular color that you use a lot of. We have these in green, which I'm going to show you in a moment, brown and red and blue, and then black, I think, yes, that are all in packs like this. All right, so yeah, that's just a way to just sort of shake it up and do something a little bit different. Now, this is our giveaway card for this episode, and how that works is if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, then we ask you to hop on over to our YouTube channel, okay? And if you're watching us on our webisode page, you can just expand the screen, and then there's a little YouTube icon there, and you can click on it, and it'll take you over there. And then we ask that you subscribe to our channel. We ask you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave us a comment about it. And in about a week, we'll go back and look at all the comments, and we'll choose one lucky winner and reply, "Congratulations, YouTube username blank." Everybody has a specific YouTube username. You have to know yours. And then we give instructions on how for that one person to claim their card. So know your YouTube username and you're good to go. And then also hit that notification bell at the top right-hand corner, and that way you know when we have made an announcement about a winner, and also when we drop new videos, which we do 6 times a week. We have a card giveaway 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, okay? So you have lots of chances to win a card. All right, so let's keep going here. Here's another card layout idea, all the elements to make it. Here is another one, so cute. If you're not seeing this as close as you want, just zoom in on your screen. All right, so cute. I love the truck, little pickup truck, the little birdhouse. And remember, these are all die cut, so they just punch right out. Really, really cute. This picture frame is so nice. And then this little cart of flowers. And then this one has music notes on the background. This house is absolutely beautiful. The borders here are burlap on that. It's so cute. And then we've got this pickup truck. And then this one is fun. You would take this piece and glue it on this piece. And how to make it is all right here. And then all of these layers. And then you can switch out which layer you want, like which topper, which is so cute. All right, this one is this card right here, okay? So I wanted to show you, I made it, but I made it a little differently than they did. So this one, it opens up just like this. So the background is this piece right here. And you just punch this out, and then you just fold it in half right here. Just like a regular card, but it has this cute little house shape. Then you punch out each one of these pieces, okay? And I put one on the front here. This is a lighter shade, so it goes right over the top here, so it's a matte. And then the other one is a little matte for this piece right here. Now we're gonna go to this next page. And then you can choose either one of these to go on the card front. So I chose this one to put over the matte on the card front. This one on the inside. Then this little pair of boots, I just glued that right there. And then I foam taped this little "with love." And then we've got on the inside here, this little wreath, I glued that right there. Here's a little bunny, I glued that. Foam taped the "enjoy this day." And on the front, there's some butterflies I punched out, and then foam taped the "happy birthday." And then I added to the card these little pink thin line dazzle stickers. And I just put some right here, here, and here. So cute. It's just a fun little card. And the measurement on this one is just under 4 inches. So it's like 3 7/8, and then 5.5 inches. So it's just a cute little hand-sized card and super fun and easy to put together. All right, I think that's the last one. Okay, that's it for this one. Now let's check out Spring Serenade Die Cut Designer paper pad. Okay, this one's a little bit different. This one has full sheets of paper. Oh, and I should have mentioned, this one makes 12 cards. Okay, this one has 28 sheets of spring backgrounds and elements. So who knows how many cards you're going to make with it. There's so much in here. So you get 2 sheets of this beautiful paper. It's single-sided. And then look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, that scene? I can see using just like this element, This one is a horizontal piece. You could get a lot of cards out of this piece. 2 of those. Look at the beautiful watercolors, just gorgeous. And then with the little boots, beautiful leaves on the purple. Okay, this one I used on a slimline card. So this one is a 8.5 by 3.5 inch slimline card. And once again, I wanted to just add a little bit of this mirror cardstock. So this is emerald green mirrored cardstock. So I ended up taking this piece right here at the bottom, just this strip, and I cut it a little bit smaller. I cut it to, let's see, 7 7/8 by 3 inches, but I never measure it. I just cut it down smaller than my card and then made room for my mat, okay? And then glued this to the mat and the mat to the card front. And then I got to start playing. I did add, first of all, some of the green Script Greeting Dazzle stickers. And this green just pops so nicely on this pastel background. There we go. So you get all of these different sayings, 3 different sheets. Okay, so I added that first, and then we're gonna go on and find these little cutouts. We'll keep going. These have little pastel hearts. Beautiful flowers. And then these are like card toppers. I'm gonna show you those in the next card. Okay, and you get 2 sheets of these, and these are a real time saver. Everything is cut to kind of card size. All right, now you're gonna get all of these little die cut punch outs, and you get 2 of each sheet. So what I did with mine is there's lots of birdhouses on here, and I just selected 2 birdhouses. I chose this one and this one, and then I inked the edges of them using a little gingerbread ink and some daubers, okay? And that was just to soften that white edge that's around them. And then I foam taped each, here and here, foam taped the little greeting, foam taped the little butterflies, and my card was done. On the inside, I just took some of the leftover paper that was on the top of this one. Remember we had all that leftover? Cut that down to glue on the inside, added another butterfly where I had inked the edge, happy birthday, and then this one is foam taped. So glued, foam taped. Really quick and easy. And doesn't that look like you took a lot of time making it, which is the best part? Okay, and then these are new sheets. You get 2 of these. It comes with all your greetings. So many. Just really, really gorgeous. Okay, so let's hop on over here to the next card. All right, so this one, I used some of those toppers that we were talking about. Let me grab the right ones here. There we go. All right, so I started off with this one right here. The first thing I did was I started off with a 5 by 6.5 inch card, 5 by 6.5. And then I took my paper trimmer and I just opened it up and I cut from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. Just took a little triangle off of that, okay? And then remember this paper that I used, okay? So I used it here, and then I used it here, okay? Well, I used the rest of it on the inside of this card. So you can really make this stuff go a long, long way. Okay, I lost my, there we go. All right, and then I covered this with that beautiful purple paper. Then I inked the edges. I used a little violet or purple around the edges, and I just used my favorite applicator. And then around this card edge right here, I used holly green. You can see on the inside here, I just took a little bit of that purple paper that was left from here, and I just cut it using my paper cutter into this triangle shape, and then added that little wreath cutout or die cut piece, inked the edges of it. It really does soften that white edge. Foam taped this over the top of it. All right, so now took some more of this purple paper, all right, added a little purple jewel border dazzle sticker along the bottom edge, And this one I cut down to 4 1/4 by, let's see, let's call that 5 5/8. But basically I wanted it to be just a little bit larger than one of these shapes, okay? Because then I took this shape right here and I matted it with some white cardstock, and I'll give you the dimensions here. So this one is 4 1/4, and then it's 6 1/4, but then I went ahead and scored it at 1/2 of an inch along the top edge. Where are we going with all this, Lene? So I put a little bit of tape along that scored edge. This is excuse me. This is 3/8 inch wide tape. It's super strong tape. It's great, and it has a clear backing on it. And I just put some of that there. You can use glue too. I just wanted to keep this quick. All right, and then we're going to take this piece. It's cut just a little bit smaller than this white cardstock, and there's a reason for that. I want to put it right here. Just like that, okay? And then we're going to put that right here. Now, you can tape this whole thing down if you want, but I just thought how cool just to kind of leave it kind of like a liner piece that you can write on. There's another piece of tape there. And we're going to just open this up, and I want to put this so that this flap will close. We have kind of 2 flaps going on here. That. This is going to go like that, and that's going to go like that. Ooh, except I got it on the wrong. It's too low. We can save it. Just have to be patient. You guys ever done this? Where you just slowly get the tape off? Worry. You got it. All right. Let's try that again. There we go. See, we saved it. There we go. So then added right here some We're Together Dazzle stickers, and they come in this big pack with gold ones, which is what I used, silver, white, and this really pretty kind of bronzy brown color. These are just a great collection. And I added those right there, and then some more of those purple Jewel Dazzle stickers right here. So when you open this up, you've got a little die cut right there, right here, and then you've got this right here. And as I said, you can glue this down, tape this down. I just thought it was fun to kind of leave like that. There you go. It's just kind of a little interactive card. So you guys, this is a really beautiful and fun collection with these paper pads. They were really fun to use. I had trouble deciding which items I was going to use because it was so jam-packed with everything. So I would definitely recommend, and I'm going to lay out all my cards here. So we have a fantastic money saver for you. It's right there on the right-hand side if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. And if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, all you have to do is just look down below the video. There's a link, and you just click on that, and it'll take you to our Paper Wishes webisode page. And while you're there, it'd be great if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, participate in our giveaway by leaving a comment and liking our video. And on our webisode page, we've got the great money saver there. Down below, we have full color photos of all the cards. If you click on them, you'll get the supply lists. And then we also just have below this video just a general supply list of just everything that we used. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. I had fun making these beautiful spring cards, and I hope you enjoy. See you in the next time.